Hi there, my name is Samuel Baker. I am the owner and founder of WriggleBrew, and WriggleBrew is a business dedicated to fighting the negative impacts of industrial fertilizer runoff. Industrial fertilizers are compounds like this. They are very nitrogen-dense compounds which are fantastic for making plants grow, but they have the unfortunate negative consequence of causing things like the red tide, as well as poisoning soil microbes, and their overuse can even kill other plants. So they're very terrible for the environment, plus they're heavy in carbon emissions to manufacture. Alternatives for industrial nitrogen-based fertilizers are unfortunately limited mostly to things like manures, fish emulsion, cow manure, horse manure, things which are usually heavy and difficult to use or very stinky and generally unpleasant, and which do nothing for making pests go away. In fact, many of these compounds actually attract pests. So they have a lot of disadvantages, especially for the average gardener, and even for larger scale operations, manures are very inconvenient. So many times farmers and gardeners and homeowners are forced to use these industrial fertilizers even though they recognize and understand that they're quite bad for the environment. So there needs to be a middle ground. There needs to be something which is easy to use and good for the environment, but also very effective, doesn't stink, won't make your plants have pests attracted to them. So what we came up with is WriggleBrew. It's a probiotic compound. It's organic liquid. So not only does it provide nutrients to your plants, but we also added in a microbiome into it. So it actively fights pests as well, which makes this not only just like a fertilizer, but also much like a pesticide as well. But of course, it's organic. And by doing those things, we are able to achieve everything something like this does, yet at the same time achieve everything a manure does, yet also do that while fighting pests actively, which makes this not only a just better product for the consumer, but also a better product for the environment. And the manufacturing of this is done in a very sustainable way because we make it rather by feeding worms. We feed worms food waste, and they break that down into a worm manure, which is the compound basis for the liquid that we brew, which is where we get the name WriggleBrew. Wriggle from the worm manure, and brew from something like the process we use for making it. So not only do you help save the environment, you help provide the consumers with a better product that's easier to use and more convenient, but you do all of this in a package which helps remove food waste merely by its production.
Hi, I'm Gabe with WriggleBrew. I'm going to show you how to use the product in the simplest way that you possibly can. So, first thing you do is you turn the nozzle from off to either spray or mist option, which allows you to choose between basically applying the product to the soil or to the leaves. If you want to apply it directly to the soil, use the stream option like this. Just spray it a couple times and it should start spraying just like that. Then, if you want to cover the leaves, you change it to the mist option, and you can cover the leaves just like that. Then you just need a couple sprays, maybe once a week, twice a week, and that's as easy as it gets. Here are a couple of pots that I grew basil in, one using WriggleBrew and one without, and as you can see, the performance using WriggleBrew was much better than without after about a period of 24 days only. So that's less than a month, and you can see there's already a big difference. Healthier leaves, bigger, just generally better. And I also did the same thing, but with dill, and you can see the same thing. Bigger, healthier, more herb. Yeah. Hello.